I think it's interesting as I was sitting over there listening to Pastor Leo talk about Mike and Wanda, that I found that I'm actually more nervous talking about Mike and Wanda than I am about the message I'm going to share a little bit later on. I want to do this well. What I thought I'd do is just give you a couple of my impressions since I'm such a short timer here. I've only been here for approximately a quarter of Mike's ministry at Bethel, and yet both Mike and Wanda make major impressions on you, don't they? And just a couple of things, and I don't think I'm, throwing open the doors and telling you secret lives of pastors and their wives or anything like that, but it's just some things, some impressions that they've made on me and lessons that I'll take away from them in my ministry as well. First of all, Mike has a fantastic sense of humor, an incredible sense of humor. And he has written in cards, he's given me cards before for various things, and he writes in them, and I tell you the truth, I have laughed until I cried at some of the things that Mike can put into a card. Just so funny, so hilarious, and I so appreciate, Mike, your sense of humor. And it comes in handy some days in the church office. I know that, you're all very holy and loving and wonderful people, but some days, a sense of humor really comes in very handy. The other thing about Mike that just strikes me is what a hard worker you are, Mike. Their laziness is not in his vocabulary. I don't think it's in his dictionary. The guy works so hard, and there'd be so many times on his day off on Tuesdays that I'd look up and there was Mike. He's there because I remembered something. I've got something I'm here, I might as well just take care of that. I'll knock that out. And we'd say, Mike, what are you doing here? Just pretend I'm not here. It's Mike's ghost. So I've appreciated, Mike, your hard work. Wanda, well, everybody knows that Wanda's creative. But what I have so appreciated about Wanda, what I've appreciated about you, is that you can bring Wanda in on a conversation and say, okay, here's what we're thinking about. And she is such an out-of-the-box thinker that she can come up with things that you never really thought about. Ways of thinking about an event or a program that I wouldn't have ever come up with. And I so value that with Wanda. And she knows because I chase her down from time to time and say, Wanda, what do you think about? And then the follow-up question is, you're not expecting me to actually do this, are you? No, Wanda, just give me the idea. I'll take the idea and run with it. But I've so appreciated your creativity, Wanda. And the other thing is Wanda's energy. She just brings this energy with her to everything that she does. And the example that I think of, Wanda, when I think of your energy is actually one that's very recent. And that has to do with the work that we've been doing with Youth Haven Ranch as we've partnered with them to adopt a cabin and to do some things with them. Well, you know, or you probably know, that Mike and Wanda were part of the very first cabin that we adopted, and we're in there and helping to paint that. And then Wanda got it in her head that I bet there's another cabin over there that needs to get painted. And so she volunteered to go over, and she put together a team and went over and she painted a second cabin with a team's help. And then they called her. And they said, there's a third cabin. We've got the paint. Would you come out and paint it? I hate to paint. You know who said yes? Wanda did. 3 cabins are painted at Youth Haven Ranch because Wanda's energy and drive and willingness to just kick in there. So Wanda, thank you for that. I appreciate that. There's one thing, though, that I think signifies them both, that as I think about the both of them, it just seeps out of who they are. And this has had the greatest impact on me, I think. And that is that they never do anything without giving their best. Everything that they do, they want to give their very best. They want to give their very best for the one who gave us all. And I see that on a consistent basis with both of you. And when you see that happen, not just once in a while, but on a day-to-day basis, it inspires you to want to do the same, to just pour yourself out, to give your very best. And it's never been about Mike and Wanda. It's always been about Christ. It's always been about connecting people to Him and helping them to grow in them. It's never been about them pouring themselves out, giving their best. I want to give my best too. So, Mike and Wanda, thank you. Thank you not only for the service that you have given to Bethel, even in just the time that I've been here, but thank you for your example. Thanks for the way you've lived your faith out in front of us and invited us to follow you. I want to invite Mike and Wanda to come up and share just their hearts with us. I'm going to stay up here, by the way.